Hey guys, it's Deligracy here, and welcome to building the Boston block part 2. If you guys haven't seen part 1, I'll link it in the description down below, or put like an info card on this video. But basically in the last part, we built a big apartment complex with 6 apartments inspired by my time recently in Boston in the US. And there were these really nice brownstone, New York-esque looking buildings in Boston that I saw when I was walking down Newberry Street, and I really liked it. So I took a picture, and then it inspired me to do this build. So for every apartment, I've gone with a completely different theme of what the aesthetic is. So right now we are working on a bohemian apartment. So the idea was, in the last part, we had just worked on a black and white apartment, and in this apartment we wanted it to be really colorful and like carefree and not too like perfected or too upmarket or anything. It was meant to look kind of warm and friendly. So yeah. And the reason why I'm saying we all the time is because I actually did a lot of the furnishing of this build on one of my live streams on Twitch. So a lot of you guys were there for that 6-hour stream, and thank you so much for helping me with which ideas to go with for each apartment. And Bohemian was actually an aesthetic that was mentioned by someone in chat. And at the very end, when we finished this build, which you'll also see at the very end of this video, I asked the viewers of the live stream to vote in a straw poll on which apartment they liked best. And this apartment actually won. You guys liked this one best, followed by the drug lord apartment, which we'll be working on next, which is just like a really rundown, seedy looking apartment. That one's probably my favorite, actually. So I'm excited to get to that. And then I think it was the pastel one, which you guys liked as well, which we'll be working on in this part too. So that's interesting. You guys liked the ones that we worked on towards the end of the stream. But yeah, if you guys want to check out the live streams, there's a link to my Twitch channel in the description down below. We have a lot of fun. If you turn on notifications and follow me on Twitch, you'll know when I'm live. Notifications will just pop up, or I usually post on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat when I'm live. So I'm just at Deligracy. So yes, for those of you guys who are wondering when I live stream and where I live stream, that's the answer for you. Anyways, I really liked this build because I enjoyed adding a little bit of clutter, a little bit of those extra things around the place. Putting candles on the floor was kind of fun. Using that birdcage candelabra type thing next to the couch was fun because I've never really used that before. And it was just fun to do something different and crazy, and to read the chat and see what you guys wanted me to use. Someone kept saying to use the city living bench, and I thought it was that one. I was like, I don't think that really suits this apartment. But then you guys were like, no, not that one, the other one. And I'm so glad you guys picked out this one because this chair is so cool and I've never used it before. So I thought that would be perfect to use with the dining table, just to make it look rustic and a little bit hipster. I liked it a lot. So we pair that with a couple of normal dining chairs and a dining table. What? I usually don't use, usually in gameplay, you cannot use a bench like that with a table. So it's more for decor, but your Sims can sit on the chairs on the other side. So if you do want to download this, it is currently on the gallery and under the username Deligracy. And yeah, you can change that bench if you need more than 2 chairs, or add an extra chair to the end. But just for the purpose of the aesthetics of this, I thought it was kind of nice and fun. And yeah, benches are kind of a trend right now in interior design. Not necessarily exactly like that, but a lot of people are opting for benches instead of separate chairs at their dining tables, or booths in their houses, which is interesting. I also like these bathrooms. They are kind of Grecian inspired. Shout out to my Simlies in Greece. And I don't know, it just gave me Mamma Mia vibes. The colors of those blue mosaic tiles, I really loved them with the whites, and that bright yellow bathtub is a little bit of fun. And also a few things that people mentioned in chat was that they didn't want this bohemian looking apartment to be neither too traditional nor too modern. So it's a nice, it's a nice midway furnish, I think, between the two. And I have to say, it was nice having a brown kitchen for a change, having the sink and the brown brick wall. It's very rich and it kind of ties in nicely with that flooring. I like how that worked out. And a lot of viewers were saying, use a pink fridge. So we ended up going pink for a little bit of fun. A little bit of funsies. And there's a lot of shelving in this furnish. I thought shelves were an easy way for someone to renovate their house or add extra storage in an affordable way. Like shelves are pretty easy to put up. So I thought, that's a good way to save money instead of getting like a cabinet maker in. And I have to say, I absolutely love those radiators from the Sims 4 Vampire game pack. They look so good in apartments. And, I wish they'd put those in city living because I feel like that would have really suited being in that pack particularly, or maybe some more kind of contemporary ones. But yeah, it's just such a handy item. I'm so glad they put it in that game pack. It's awesome. And then for this bedroom, I like having that hanging kind of screen. That's another fun item that was put in city living, actually. I like that. Like that instead of having a wall, you kind of have your hanging curtain type thing. And then over here we have a bit of an artsy corner, which is nice. So got some paintings and things. Whoever lives here obviously likes their artistic time. And maybe those paintings are some paintings have worked on themselves, and they're both in a similar style. So I thought that was kind of nice. But yeah, that's pretty much done for the master bedroom, main living area. And then I think down the end, we're going to add in a really cute twin toddler room. So there's going to be 2 toddler beds. And I actually thought this was a really nice way to use the unusual orientation of the room. It kind of looks a little bit like a love heart, someone said in the stream. And I was like, oh my God, yeah. But I thought it was nice having, those 2 slightly separate or separated little areas for each bed, but it's a shared room and shared toys. I thought that was quite sweet. So yeah, and slightly different curtains. We've got stripes and stars, and these were really, really sweet from Outdoor Retreat, these little hanging lanterns, because there wasn't really room for a bedside table, so I thought that was kind of whimsical and fun for a kid's room. I've also sized up the carpet. Did that carpet come with the update, base game update, potentially? But yeah, I often size up that bubble carpet. I like it at a slightly bigger size. And then, of course, just putting a few things on the walls. We're also going to put some shelving over here and a couple of items on the shelves just to, finalize the room. Yeah, I think that looks really cute. Nice little toddler room, and it looks kind of realistic too. I like that nothing's too perfect in this particular apartment. It looks like semi-real. Anyways, moving on to a very different apartment for a nice contrast. This is the Drug Lord apartment. This is where a sim would be who is involved in a few criminal things. This apartment is meant to be very run down. However, they have earned a little bit of sweet cash and they've stolen a few things. So you'll notice even though there's a lot of furniture that's really run down, there's some really awesome electronics like big TVs, there's a stolen ATM, there's heaps of computers and iPads, or tablets rather, that they've stolen. So it's a little bit of fun. And over here, I don't know, maybe the resident of this apartment is a little bit of a scientist, so they have a few sus-looking things in there, and there's also going to be a lot of plants. They're a big fan of gardening, so we're going to have a few plants around the place as well. And I do like how this sciencey thing's sticking out of the bathtub. I thought that was kind of funny that in this bathroom there's been a few things converted into giving this room a slightly different purpose. So this was a lot of fun on the stream. We had a lot of laughs during this, and a lot of the ideas that I've incorporated into this room is actually viewers' ideas. So the things like the stolen ATM and the get to work items and the idea of having a really good bed and lots of TVs and stuff. Those were actually viewers' ideas. And that's why I love live streaming so much, because I'm able to learn from you guys and incorporate and include your ideas into my builds. And I don't know, there's something really nice about that. It just makes me feel a lot closer to you, and I like that a lot. Putting some posters up on the wall, some instructional posters perhaps, and a few cardboard boxes on the ground. I don't know why, I guess maybe they're feeling a little bit messy at times. A few basil plants in quotation marks on the walls there. And this is one hideous kitchen. I love it. It's so run down. It's perfection. So, oh yeah, and some bags of cash we're just placing down. We'll place them properly in just a little while. But yeah, we just needed like a basic little dining area with some fold-up chairs, nothing too fancy. And we're just using some rundown counters and kitchen stuff to furnish the kitchen with. And yeah, and also that end area, that little room's going to be a more usable bathroom as opposed to the, I was about to say the entree. What? The ensuite down the other end, which is obviously being used for a different purpose at this stage. Yeah, so we've got, what are we putting in there? Oh, we had to put the radiator in. You can't forget the radiator. The radiator is the best part of this entire apartment build. I freaking love those objects. I don't know what it is. I think it's just because it's so realistic. It's just one of those details that you want to put into your builds. And when you put them into your build, you feel just so satisfied. You're like, that's exactly what that little random corner that was unfurnished needed. Love the stolen ATM. That was hilarious. And a couple of random cupboards on the wall there. Here's our little bathroom. Again, a really weird orientation to work with, but kind of cool because it's different. It's a bit of a challenge. And then those old couches are golden. I mean, it maybe was golden and now it's kind of moldy baby poo color, but yeah, I like that. And heaps of computers, probably stolen. Got a bubble machine in the corner there, which is a little bit sus. Bags of cash, and a few of you guys said don't forget to have a baseball bat next to the bed just in case someone pays an unwanted visit. So I thought that was quite funny. They are a fan of planting, so we've got lots of plants in this apartment as well. Thought that was quite nice. And then yeah, in here, this is our big bed. I thought the bed was very funny. There's also a coffin there just in case you had to hide a body. You know, you never know when you need a coffin to store something in, as opposed to a vampire sleeping in it. And security camera at the front door there, just in case. And how bad are those brown blinds? Those are some bad blinds, but they look so good in this apartment. This is definitely my favorite apartment, for sure. And I imagine a lot of the light should probably be red, or especially in that little random room in the corner. So we've got a baseball bat next to the bed. We're going to put in a couple of suitcases because the occupant of this flat probably has to leave from town to town a lot. They probably have to relocate. So suitcases seem to make sense. And I love this light on the right. That lamp is just funny. I don't know why. I think because I don't know, that lamp with that bed with the giraffe lamp it looks so out of sorts. Like, the whole thing looks sus. It just looks sus. Just this extravagant bed in this really bad apartment. Oh, dear. And then what else are we putting in this room? Oh, gosh, wow. Apologies for that terrible camera movement there. That was not very easy on the eyes. And then we have this little desk area. Oh, my God. Oh, gosh, good. I thought for a second I had forgotten that the door was there and they wouldn't be able to get in, but we're all good. Lots of monitor screens, stuff on the walls, and what am I going to put in this corner? A fireplace or something? Needing some show hidden objects there. I don't know. Maybe I put like you know what would have been good there? had I put some weightlifting or something, that would have really made sense. Oh, we're just putting some sciencey experiments, some unidentified green fluids in the room. Oh, bookshelf? Yeah, bookshelf works in there quite nicely. So that is the drug lord apartment. And last of all, we have the pastel apartment, which this was nice. This was fun. This is a much more happier type of apartment, much more lighter, fresher than the previous one. And I think I love this bathroom. I love the white tiles combined with that fresh mint color and the mirrors that are mint on mint. I think I would actually love to do a solely pastel apartment build. That would be really nice. I do like the little stool underneath the shelving as well. I thought that was kind of cute. And this is going to be the master bedroom. So for the master bedroom, a lot of the furniture in this apartment looks quite new, including the master bedroom. And there's actually 2 extra rooms in this apartment. So it could potentially be a 3-bedroom apartment, which is handy. But I left one as a room with just boxes in it, like these occupants had just moved in, and the other one's just a gym at the moment. But I thought if they were young, like a young couple or a single sim, maybe this is a place where they could eventually start a family. So those 2 bedrooms would be used for something, or perhaps they haven't decided what their career is yet. So one of them could be a skill building room. The opportunities are endless. So obviously for the pastel room, we're working with a lot of light colors, a lot of light, fresh colors. And I think if I wasn't doing this as the last finish at the end of the stream, I probably would have done a better job had I been feeling a little bit fresher. But you know what? I think it turned out okay. Pastel is kind of hard to do in The Sims 4 because we are restricted by swatches. There's a lot of items that don't have pastel options, and there's a lot of colors that don't really go together, so it's tough, but we made it work. And I have to say, I really like that painting behind the bed. Oh my gosh, I never knew what it was, and I just realized it's cakes from a bird's eye view. Yum! Oh, I love it when you realize those things and you're like, oh my gosh, I've just seen the world in a whole new light. A whole new world. Okay, I'll stop singing. And then for studying, to keep the brain alert, there's some oranges next to the computer with oranges in a painting on the wall. So that's just to keep the sim focused when they're working away. And this is going to be the kitchen / dining room, and then the living area is going to be just around the corner. And I've got to say, the orientation of this particular apartment, I think, worked really, really well. I think the master bedroom with the ensuite worked out really nicely. Then this kitchen it's not tiny, it's not big by any means, but it's not tiny. It's got a little bit of space. It's got bench seats, and then we'll also have room for a large dining table, so everybody's happy. Everything fits in. I kind of liked the idea of having these blue counters, but I wanted to use some more different pastel colors, and the blue counters weren't going to go with a lilac wall. So we changed them to white, and we add a green strip onto the wall, I think. That jelly looks so good in that picture. Oh, and I love these skulls, decorative skulls. So I end up putting them on some shelves in the corner. Really enjoying using shelves and buy-to-bug items in The Sims 4 at the moment. I don't know, I just think it just makes the rooms look a little bit more realistic. So yeah, that's our little kitchen area. I think it looks quite inviting. I would love that kitchen. And I love me some exposed brick, so I would be happy with those white bricks on the wall. And I did put in a couple of extra sneaky windows here and some sconces because I just felt like some natural light coming in would be gorgeous. And then this is our dining table, and a lot of viewers actually really liked the chairs that we end up going with. So I'll be interested to see what you guys think. At first I was a little bit unsure of these chairs because once you see them, these ones, they kind of just look like fold out chairs. And I was like, oh, I don't know if they're that nice quality, but I thought the colors ended up working kind of nicely. So we end up keeping those in a pink and a white and the peachy color. And you know what? I think it all ties in and kind of works together nicely in the end. The yellow was a little bit stark. I didn't quite go with the green and lilac wall, so we got rid of that. Little simple green thing on the table, and I kind of like that the double blinds are over single windows. They work. They look nice there, which I don't think I've ever done before, so that was good. I was getting a little bit excited with the wallpaper here. I was thinking, yes, we can make this work, but no, way too keen. And then over here is going to be a nice little lounge area. I do like that salmon pink neutral color on the wall. That's quite pretty. Don't mind that at all. Oh, and then we've got a nice little shelf over there. But over here, just a really simple plain lounge room. We've got color blocked couch. We're going to have a nice little TV sitting on that turquoisey. No, it's not really turquoise. I don't know. Muted greeny blue. Muted turquoise? Oh gosh, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like TV stand and console table behind the couch, which might have been a little bit of an overkill. It's kind of like right in front of the door, but yeah, I thought it looked sweet. And my favorite thing in this lounge room is actually the shelves we're about to put in. Not the first ones. This one didn't work. But the next ones, they come in that gorgeous blue color. I was like, yay, pretty blue. So we use that, and I just thought that finished off the apartment really nicely. And then, of course, keyboard, because who doesn't love a little bit of music on a Sunday? Am I right? Any day, really. And then finding paintings is beginning to be hard as well. We need more paintings. I wouldn't mind having custom paintings, but I just don't want them to clog up my game or make it look weird. Can't do it. And I think we're going to put a guitar in here and an easel. So we've got a few activity items in there, and then over here is just going to be a gym. I was thinking of Toddler's room, but in the end I was getting so tired of furnishing. I mean, you've got to realize this is 6 hours into a stream, and I got up at like 5 in the morning, so I'm pretty tired by now. So it's like, you know what, we'll just make this a simple gym. Everybody's happy. It's all good. And then I was like, yay, we're finished. And the chat said, no, there's still another room. And I almost died, but it's okay because we make it work. We ended up putting storage boxes in there. But this is the screenshots. This is it all done. As I said, it's available in the gallery. Just look up Deligracy. And I also did a little bit of finishing off camera of the other areas. And also one of the apartments, it's a very simple, plain apartment. I decided not to show because it would have taken an extra 10 minutes on the video. I felt like you guys had seen enough of this build after 2 parts. And if you download it, you'll see it. But it's a simple, modern apartment as well in the same complex that was cut out of this video. And that's it. But yeah, that's the bohemian apartment that we worked on first. And then we've got, that nice Grecian bathroom. Love it. But do comment down below which apartment you liked best. Did you like the black and white apartment? Or do you like that more refined look? Or do you like the drug lord apartment because you've got a bit of a sense of humor? I personally love the drug lord one. I thought that was hilarious. I had fun doing that. And yeah, or maybe you like the grandma-y one. The pink one, shabby chic. Not necessarily grandma. Some people call it grandma. I don't think it's grandma. I think this one. I think it's cute. I think it's adorable. Actually, I don't mind that one. It looks really cute in the screenshots. And I love the bathroom. Except for there's a bit of clipping in the walls. I just noticed then of the green stuff. That wallpaper is so decorative and intricate. Oh yeah, this is the modern apartment that I left out. So it's just really simple. Yeah, and then it's got a kid's room as well, with a few items in there, a bit of a red, black, and grey theme. So that's one I left out. And there's the master bedroom, so it's just like blue, black, grey. Yeah, with a little maybe architecture worker person in the corner there. I don't know. And then there is the pastel apartment. Very light, very bright, very pretty. And didn't come up as well on the screenshots, unfortunately, but yeah, it's alright. Love those skulls though. They're so cool. Such a cool little addition to The Sims. I thought that was fun when they released those. But yeah, let me know what kind of videos you want to see next. And if you didn't see the first part of this build, I will link that in the description down below, or put it on a card or something over the video. It's a pop-up, so you can check that out. And as always, let me know what you want to see next, and I will try and deliver the goods, the goodies. And for those of you asking, there will be more Resident Evil coming out soon, because that's probably been the most requested video recently, which is quite surprising. And also the Sim My Dream Life, and Barbie, and vampires, and builds, and there will be a Boston vlog. All the videos coming your way, and I'm hoping to include some GTA as well. No news on Zelda or Gossip City yet, though. So hang tight for that. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. I love you guys, and I'll speak to you soon.